And today, we're going to show you how our mix of exploration, real-time and tactical combat, and BioWare's award-winning storytelling are going to come together into one unforgettable experience. While we showcased any number of combinations at E3, for this demo, we want to go with the fan favorite and play the female Qunari mage.
If the mages come back, the Shems won't lift a finger to save us.
Inquisition is the biggest Dragon Age game. In fact, this area that you'll see here, and you can go virtually anywhere that you can see in the landscape, is larger than the entire play space of Dragon Age Origins. And it's not the only one. Inquisition is built of a series of multiple regions, allowing you to travel from blistering deserts to demon-infested swamps over the course of your adventures.
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
Farewell.
This location, as you've just heard, is struggling as the mages and Templars are vying for control. And every location you visit is part of the larger story and is a space you can impact with your actions. Rather than just tell you that the Mage and Templar conflict is a threat, we wanted to make sure that you were a part of it. With Inquisition, we wanted to go beyond random encounters, and instead, we built the World Master System, one that ensures that Nereus' population is directly influenced by you and how you choose to play. Hunt all the bears in a region for their hide, perhaps for a new suit of armor, and their numbers will dwindle. Similarly, spread your Inquisition to a region, and you will see your troops patrolling the roads and signs of their presence. Inquisition is one of the most dynamic RPGs you will ever play.
Good view of the King's Road from up here.
Our goal today is to bring the war between the mages and the Templars to an end, and our first step on that journey is to reach the village of Redcliffe. As you saw from the encounters happening below where mages and Templars are actively fighting, in order to reach that location, we're going to have to get our hands dirty. Now, Dragon Age always puts you in the role of a leader, and at all times, you're in a command of a team that you've assembled and outfitted yourself. The enemies you encounter in the world are also working as a team, using their abilities and environment in intelligent ways to pose challenges. Up here, you'll see a simple example as the mages throw down glyphs to deny us areas, forcing us to attack from different directions.
Looks like the mages are enjoying themselves. Damn you!
The warrior!
Come on. We're not gonna solve this by sticking around here.
Combat in Inquisition pits your abilities against your foes, and so we can take a closer look at what's happening here using our tactical view. The Templar Defender has a massive tower shield, preventing us from attacking the front. And you'll notice that our characters respond to how the battle is playing out, our ranged characters staying at the back, and at any time, we can switch to any member of our party to take direct control.
Kill that warrior! Here we go! Die!
Here you can see why we want to bring this conflict to an end. The battles between the groups are tearing this area apart. In Inquisition, you must be the leader of leaders. Iron Bull, who we see in our party, is a commander of his own mercenary company. Vivienne was the first enchanter of the Circle of Magi. And every member of your party shares this kind of influence and expertise. Inquisition also includes our largest cast of characters to date, including returning favorites from previous Dragon Age titles. All of them have come together to join our cause, the Inquisition. Throughout the game, you'll be spreading your influence across the world, setting up new camps, deploying troops, and fortifying strongholds. And as we make our way onto one now, you'll see that to travel these massive spaces, Inquisition has introduced mounts for the first time in the Dragon Age game. In addition to the Ferelden Bay we have here, there are numerous exotic mounts also available for you to acquire, collect, and ride across the land.
Inquisitor, we're honored.
I heard rumors that there are apostates outside the city fighting the Templars.
I wouldn't pay those rumors anymore.
Grandmother, I think we should go.
Go? In the middle of the war?
Mother, had apostate dream again last night.
No, there'll be no more.
And when I woke up, the ship was...
In Inquisition, your party members have their own goals, aspirations, and they will often pause while exploring to share them with you or with each other.
Sarah, I had a thought. The next time we run into a line of enemies, I'll pick you up and throw you.
Get off.
No, this could work. I loft you over the front ranks. You land behind them to flank. Mayhem ensues.
I can't fly, you daft tit.
Think of the mayhem, Sarah. Mayhem.
I'd get a wedge up something fierce.
Look, you and Varric are the only ones small enough, and he's pretty dense.
We'll do some bloody presses.
Redcliffe is serving as a staging ground for my forces. With the Mage and Templar War spiraling out of control, we've realized that to bring it to an end, we need to infiltrate here, Redcliffe Castle, a mage stronghold. Exploration zones such as this one are filled with opportunities to grow the influence and power of the Inquisition. We'll travel to a previously explored camp to pursue one of those now. Of course, we know there's a sincere threat ahead, so it's a chance for us to nerd out a bit as we dig into the inventory and look at the weapons and armor of our party. Here we'll switch down with the Iron Bull and grab that Battlemaster mail we looted earlier while we were exploring. This changes his appearance, and of course, if you don't want to use just looted armor, you do have extensive crafting materials to choose from. In Inquisition, every character fulfills a unique role. As you build your unique strategy, you'll have over 200 abilities, spells, and upgrades to choose from in order to give every character in your party their own unique role and style of fighting. While the little ones go down easily enough, the High Dragon is the apex predator of the Dragon Age world. In Inquisition, dragons are so large that we've changed the way you target them, individually attacking their limbs and their tails in order to bring them down. If you can inflict enough damage, you'll be able to change the flow of the fight. Rather than mana or stamina, a spell like Haste uses Focus, a resource built up only through teamwork. Focus abilities are incredibly powerful, allowing us to wound this dragon's leg and bring it down. But in order to use them, you have to build them up over time, making them very strategic in how you deploy them into each fight. Inquisition is the biggest Dragon Age game we've created, and it represents the next generation of BioWare RPGs, with a massive world dynamically and reactively populated based on your decisions, a massive cast of legends, and an Inquisition for you to lead. And today, we're going to show you how our mix of exploration, real-time and tactical combat, and BioWare's award-winning storytelling are going to come together into one unforgettable experience. For this section, we brought along a new party member, someone directly invested in our success. Dorian is a mage from the nation of Tevinter, a place not well loved in the south, and Dorian has joined the Inquisition with the direct hopes of restoring the honor of his homeland.
There's no use to this defiance, little bird. There's no one left for you to protect.
You're wasting your breath.
Talk! You break.
I will die first. Or you will. You're alive. Well, that was impressive. Anger is stronger than any pain. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No. And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
Inquisition's focus on leadership means that we needed characters that were sophisticated and believable. Ones that react not only to what you say, but to the actions that you take. We're the ones who sent Leliana in here, she was tortured, and of course that will have a damaging impact on our relationship. Every major character that joins you in Inquisition has their own story waiting to be told, explored, and influenced by your actions.
The breach! It's...
Everywhere.
Don't look up. Don't look up. Don't look. Shit. I looked.
What happened here?
Somebody had very questionable taste.
Thus far, we focus mostly on the real-time elements of Dragon Age Inquisition combat, but another way to use your team effectively is to use the tactical view to order your followers into specific locations, assign them targets, and exploit enemy weaknesses with your abilities. The Venatori Spellbinder has a weakness to cold, making him a perfect target for one of our ice spells. And as we move our camera, we can sweep around the battlefield, identifying targets, opportunities, and avenues of approach. Seeing a natural choke point here, we can send Iron Bull to hold that position with his life, hopefully creating a cluster of foes as we send our ranged characters over to these positions in order to hold them and rain death down on our enemies. At any point, you can choose to re-engage time, begin the process of fighting, and then alter your orders, adapting to the changing tactical situation in front of you.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
Who's present in your party affects the story just as much as it affects combat. Dorian trained under Alexius, the leader of the mages we're trying to stop, and having Dorian in our party and present for this encounter gives us options that we otherwise wouldn't have. In addition to team-based tactical combat, huge dragon encounters, and the massive open world to explore, story remains critical to the Dragon Age series of games, and here you'll get some sense of the events that are driving this story forward.
Alexius, it's time to answer for your crimes.
And here you are, finally. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
It does matter. I will undo this.
How many times have I tried? The past cannot be undone. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix!
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
Let him go and I swear you'll get what you want.
I want the world back.
No.
No! Victory is impossible! The Elder One will destroy us both! So much for the mighty Inquisition! Where are your assassins this time? Victory is impossible! The Elder One will destroy us both! It's a futile! This world's already lost! The Elder One will destroy us both! Your death will be my apology!
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it? This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now!
They won. How it won.
We'll head out front. Keep them off your tail.
Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have hours. Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to the side.
You move, and we all die!
Let those who would destroy us step into the light. The world is tearing itself apart. Chaos has left its mark upon me.
The threat has brought them from across the world. Blackwall, a Grey Warden will be no stranger to giving his life in defense of others. And this war may ask it from all of us. Sarah, a wild card who draws strength from the common, not halls of power. As passionate and reactionary as the groundswell she brings. The Iron Bull, a Kunari mercenary strong enough to overcome anything except the life he left behind. Vivienne, a mage with both ambition and incredible power. But what is her true agenda? The time has come for us to stand together. Whatever we were before, we are now the Inquisition.